With winter in full swing and a cold snap in effect, Allison and the gang are happy to be out of the rooms that got to negative temperatures and into the main body of the library. Snug as bugs in their new, warmer rooms, the only thing that Allison and I are a bit saddened by is that through miscalculations, the rooms were planned too small to have the newer full beds in them. A shame, but it's something to work on in the future. For now, our settlers have heated rooms, food that skewers itself on defensive traps, and a library to fill. Let's get on to that last part. Hello, and welcome back to Going Medieval, where apparently I'm having a lot of trouble reading this morning. As mentioned in the intro, we have our library and we have all of our little villagers, settlers, people, now bunked up in their new bedrooms. It is a bit of a pain that these hay sleeping spots needed to be used, but I'm thinking, it's not the end of the world, because in the future we can maybe go underground and dig out some better rooms for them, or we can build a place for them to actually live and sleep in somewhere else, and just have this reused as kind of part of the library, which is what it's supposed to be in the first place anyway. All right, let's speed things up just a little bit and take stock of what needs to be doing. What's going on over here? Sybil? Okay, Sybil is still out. It is 2 a.m. and Sybil's just out there doing things. Oh, I don't like that. I've just noticed that they've attempted to sow things in the middle of winter, and now we've run out of seeds. Alright, so what we're going to do is make sure everything is set to don't sow. And we're actually going to have to take stock of that. Yeah, herbs. We'll wait until spring before telling them to sow anything. Here we go. Go ahead, have this set to don't sow. And I did these ones already, right? Yeah. Realistically, the trees I don't think is actually a problem for me sowing in the winter, but it's fine. Oh, look at this. Alison and Bjorn had pleasant conversations. So we have things to cut down here. And if we go down into the ground, we have completed these archways. So we're going to be able to go ahead and select the mine tool. Here we go. And dig this out. We'll have a large area over here, where we're going to be able to have store more food and equipment. I think it's clothing that I've been putting here. Yeah, look at this: summer clothing, winter clothing. So we have stuff to do. I was also thinking maybe it's a good idea to have an underground passage all the way to the library, and then we could have the bedrooms down there. But I don't want to start up on such a large project already. Whereas we have things to finish already in the library with these bookshelves, and then we want to do some research. We want to move on from the research that we have. So this allows us to make a second research table. Choose alchemy, divination, or the experience of your settlers to figure out how stuff works. Okay, that's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to queue up books to be made, and then we're going to start getting through this, because I would like them to be able to make their own clothing for the winter, and potentially new traps, because the skewer traps that we have, they're pretty good. They've helped us quite a bit, but it can be a bit of an issue. You know what? Let's have this set to forever. I got distracted in what I was saying, but it's a bit of an issue that they're not actually taking out all the bandits and whatnot that are attacking us. I think what I'd want to do is have it until we have a certain amount, but I don't care. I just don't care. Let's just set it up like this. Make sure research is maybe Yeah, we'll leave it at 3. What's that? Artist after? Steward. Hall. Do I want to put this? I think if they're on red intellectual, I'm going to make this as a 4th priority, and if they're not, so like Imoda and Reynard can have it as a 3 priority. So stuff are still getting done. We still have hay for our cows. Let's see over here. A lot of our skewers are currently set. That's pretty good. We can 3 sticks. You know what? Let's leave the 3 sticks there. Okay. Okay. Oh, and who's getting? Oh, Alison is setting up the traps again. Okay. Alison can set up traps. That's perfectly fine. Let's see if she gets hit on the way back. So far, so good. No, she got hit on the before last one. Well, that's not ideal, but you know, it's a thing. It's a thing. Alrighty. So everyone seems to be hard at work. It looks like we're missing wood for 1 bookshelf. Yeah, that seems to be the case. We can see if there are any trees that are dead that need cutting. There we go. There's a tree. And Alison is also resetting that 1 trap. Okay. All of our traps are now set. So if there are any animals that come in, they'll get skewered. And if we have any raider attacks, we'll have, you know, all the traps already ready to greet them, as it were. Here we go. Alison's coming back over to the temple. And she's building up the last, I called it a temple again, the library, and building up the last bookshelf. There we go. Settlers are suffering from cold. Well, they can go inside. It's at least 9 degrees in here. It's not very warm, but it's better than nothing. Of course, I've completely missed that the cold snap is over. All right. Well, Reynard and Alison are friends. Let's take a look at the area we've been digging. Ooh, they're almost done. They actually did really, really good on that. Fantastic. There we go. They're having nice little conversations. We have a bunch of, what is this, dirt? Okay, dirt, limestone. We have a bit of limestone. Not sure what to do with dirt. Maybe it's for pottery. Maybe that's like essentially clay. Here we go. There's these 2 left to dig out, and then we've successfully increased our storeroom capacities. Expand zone. Yeah, let's do that all the way over here. And do we want to wait for Sybil to finish? I guess we can. And Alison is helping Sybil out. They're doing pretty good, actually. Smacking away. I just realized Sybil still has her little helmet on. Fantastic. We need a good helmet on Sybil. And there's 1 block left to cut. Let's, you know what? Let's do extend zone. Do it properly. I said do it properly. Check if I put it upstairs. No, it looks like it didn't. Okay. And I was gonna say we can leave it until someone comes and digs it out, but it looks like Bjorn is on it, and Bjorn is actually quite fast at the digging. So any minute now, Bjorn should be done. There we go. Done. We now have an expanded storeroom down here for all of our, for all of our food and equipment need that we want to keep from degrading. If I remember correctly, something that is on, oh, look at this, the milk does decompose. The cap does not. So because the cap is on a floor, it doesn't decompose. And things that do decompose a little bit, that do decompose a lot slower. Like it's over a year until that one decomposes. So we're going to want to actually have floors over here. Let's set that up right away. We can have, no, we don't need limestone, I don't think. I mean, we don't need limestone blocks. I don't think. We can have just pure, regular limestone down here. I'm fairly certain that's what we have here. I can't click on it, but I'm fairly certain. If I just put my cursor on this, limestone floor, yeah. So this will give our entire area down here the ability to keep things from, you know, falling apart a little bit more. And it looks like it is now midnight. So I'm thinking tomorrow, what we're going to do is just kind of let them move things around the camp, get things ready. We have a bunch of bones. I don't actually know what to do with bones. If you lack the time to carve these mortal remains, at least grind them up for fertilizer. Oh, we can use them as fertilizer? Is it with anything that we currently have, I wonder? So we can't turn it into bone juice. That's good to know. We can't butcher the bones, okay. And we can't do that. So it's probably something that we don't currently have. No, I don't think so. I don't think we have the required bone grinding stuff. Actually, was that Reynard? I missed something. I saw a little icon, and I missed what that was, unfortunately. Ooh, yes. We have books. We have books here. They never decompose, which is nice, but they need to be moved over there as well. All right, everybody's like grabbing food and doing stuff right now, I guess. Construction fail. Oh, they're making the floors. They're making the floors. Okay. And yeah, they're using the limestone that is literally right beside them, so it's going quite quickly. Look at this. Look at all this experience. It's just shooting up now. It's great. Take a little drink of water. Yeah, they're almost done already. Floors, really quick to make, mostly when the stone is right next to it. There we go. Imoda, are you finishing it? Oh, construction failed. There we go. And the floor, sorry, is now finally complete. I did mention that I'm having trouble speaking today, apparently. At least I'm catching myself. Yeah. So you know. Alright, we got coal over here to move. They're moving the limestone. Yeah, they're on hauling duty, it seems. Food reserves on stockpile low. I have doubts about that. It seemed like we had like almost 100 raw meat the other time. Not enough resources, That seems bizarre to me because we have 16 raw meat and it takes 14 of something to make something. Okay. I mean, it's possible. It's just bizarre. All right, let's see what we can do about the meat situation. I thought that we were quite comfortable, but apparently not so much. Now, and this may break the sound for a moment. I'm just gonna pop over here real quick. Oh, it didn't only break the sound, it also paused the game. Okay. Real quick. Let's see. I got a comment in one of my videos. Let's see. In the overview list, if you go to wild animals, it'll tell you their chances of retaliating. Okay, let's check this out. So overview list. We go to wild animals, and it should tell us the chances of retaliation. Oh. Yeah, look at this. This is retaliate if hunted. This is retaliate if... Okay. So, we can set like a hare. Let's go for all the safe options for now. Yeah, look at that. The boar is like 80%. Okay. Very cool. Just learning with you guys live. Goats are also safe, apparently. Yeah. Look at this, a bunch of hares. Let's just queue them all up. And that'll keep us, and pheasants. Ooh. That'll keep us going this winter, I think. Here we go. Because, it's almost the end of winter, which is nice. but yeah, we are getting there, and we're gonna need food for early spring until our farms get set up again. And yeah, I'm really annoyed that they do actually sow fields in the middle of winter during a cold snap. And now we don't have any seeds for the red currants. So we're gonna have to do something about that as well. So thank you, some generic chandle. I think that's how that's pronounced. For that tip. Very good tip. And it's gonna help us be able to decide what we can hunt and what we can tame, which is pretty cool. There we go. And I think we only have like 3 hunters, so it's not like we're going to lose everybody. Oh my god. Look at all these. Look at all these hares there are to hunt. Alright, well that'll give them some training in marksmanship anyway, which they do need. Look at that. The marksmanship for Emoda is going up very slowly, but it is going up. So next time we have raiders, she's also going to be able to help us out with that. Fantastic. All right, and we have people here in the library, just researching away, which is exactly what we want. Let's go over to the research tab right now. So we have decorative banners that could be used. Decorative structures that could be used. Tailoring is a big one, I think. For us, we want to be able to make clothes, so let's get that. What else? Clay brick making, defensive structures. That might be interesting. We may want mechanical components. Okay, that's probably with smelting. So we're gonna want to get smelting, then we're gonna want to get defensive structures. And yeah, look at that, iron ingots. We do have a source of iron around here, so I think that's what we're going to want to do. Hit points, value, aesthetic, structure. It doesn't actually tell you how much damage it does. Even settlers can accidentally trigger it. That's a huge downside to these traps, is that they can sometimes be triggered by settlers, and we've seen like quite a lot of skewerings, accidental skewerings over here, just with these little spike traps. And I think the more like difficult traps will be even more of a problem. So maybe the play is to make one of those iron doors maybe here, so that our settlers can come in and out easily, but everyone else has to go through the gauntlet. I don't know if they're gonna do the obvious thing and like only focus on that door while we have all this. A group of animals' dogs have arrived. Oh, okay. Well, good to know. Okay, here we go. I don't think we want any more dogs. We don't have the best track record with dogs, admittedly, and I think Emoda just got skewered again. Poor Emoda. She's just constantly getting hit by those traps. Yeah, so like right now, the spike trap just does that little like smidge of damage, but I'm a bit worried once we get better traps if it's just gonna like take a leg off. That, you know, that's not something we want for ourselves. Let's just put it that way. That's something for the other people, for the invaders. We do want the invaders to lose a leg. Okay, here we go. It looks like Wallace is cooking up a storm, which is good because it looks like we are out of food, just plain out. Let's see, and Wallace has prepared some food for us. Fantastic. Here we go. Looks like Alison will bring back more hunted goods, which is pretty good. What is happening over here? Who are you? Oh. Leo? Is Leo domestic? Yeah, Leo is part of our part of our gang. I didn't remember Leo joining us. Overview? Domestic? Yeah, Leo right here. Well, we're gonna train Leo. We do want Leo to bring stuff around. That'll be very helpful. Here we go. And it is now day 11 of winter, so the spring is coming quite soon. Okay, these are bookshelves. I was gonna say, are they storing books just out in the open? They are not. Limestone floor. Yeah. We could have... Okay. What we're gonna do, real quick. Default stockpile. We're going to... What are these? Warfare stockpile, dumping stockpile. Yeah, none of that. We're gonna do this over here. Select that. Clear all. In here, we're going to want stone. Carcass, no. Food, no. Fermenting ingredients, no. Materials, yes. Raw materials, yes. We want limestone. That's it. And we also want manufactured limestone. And we don't really want anything else for the time being. Here we go. No, we don't want textiles in here. Okay. And we're going to go over here, which is where they're currently being stored. We're going to go back to materials, and we're going to go ahead and take limestone off, and same with limestone bricks off. We want that to be over here, right next to where we're making limestone bricks, so it's a little bit easier of access to it for everyone. And Leo, are you walking back and forth through the gauntlet? That's not ideal. Please don't do that. I'd much rather we didn't lose another dog to the gauntlet. Which is possibly how we lost Max early on. I know I said that like it got taken out by a bandit, but there is very much a chance that, you know, Max was injured and then he went back in there and just, you know, RIP. Max Bones still here. There we go. Unfortunately, that is how the game plays sometimes. Running away. Max, did you get yourself injured? Oh, of course. Pierced gut, pierced flank. Yeah. Having dogs in Shelthorpe is a dangerous affair. They just go through the gauntlet and die. Settlers are suffering from cold. Food reserves and stockpile low. Yeah. Well, the food reserves are indeed very low. We are getting through the food really quick, which is not ideal at all. Hopefully, we do have 23 raw meat. So hopefully someone does, you know, gets to actually cooking soon. Will, where are you going, Will? Are you going for a little prayer? That's good. You have a little prayer. Here we go. And I saw that again. Who's talking? Okay. I want to know what's being said. Is there a way for me to know what's being said? Skills, inventory, biography. I would expect it to be in social. Alright. It's just waving, I guess, and Sybil is like, yeah, I wanna... Oh, maybe this is what they're talking about. See, Sybil is talking about her faith. She is very, very devout as an Oak Brethren, so maybe that's it. So, like, Emoto is like, oh, hey, Sybil. And Sybil's like, you know, the Oak Brethren teaches us that we should get along. Because we have both images here. Maybe that's what's happening. Alright. That's how I'm going to interpret that. That's fine. it looks like they're getting along, so let's leave them to that. Alright, and do we have, here's a question. We have a sewing station, we have a campfire. We do not have like a kitchen. Shame. Shame. Okay. I think we could actually take down these walls without everything coming down on us. I know that's just, that might seem a bit random that I just thought of that, but it would give us more space to work in here. Deconstruct is X, so let's do that. X, 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 X. Here we go. Oops. There we go. Ah, some boars have arrived. With any luck, they'll pass through our gauntlet and die horribly. Is something I've said and I'm now realizing is terrible. But yes, we could use the extra meat until we get our red current situation under control again. Ah, here we go. We got a shrub. Right, everybody's running around doing stuff. I'm just gonna leave them to that, I think. Trap misfire. They're always injured. I'm a little worried about making a new door, I have to admit. Until we have like a well-defended door. I have the impression that gated door. I have the impression that they're not very strong. Hit points 300 though. Okay, let's take a look at the research. Here we go. And defensive structure, this one, how much is that? 500. I think 500 is what we want. I would like to believe that the AI would prioritize walking here, where there is like no door, nothing blocking it, over walking through a door and breaking down the door. But I'm not sure about that. Maybe what we want to do... I was going to say maybe what we want to do is... not dead goat, perfect. Is, let me recollect my thoughts there for a moment. Maybe what we want to do is set it up so that our settlers aren't constantly leaving the area. But I'm not sure exactly how to do that because there are quite a few things outside here that we constantly need to go and get. Alright, it's 8 o'clock, day 11. And looking at the time, this is where we're going to leave it off for today. We've gotten, you know, mostly simple things done. We've increased the size of the root cellar. We've gotten some research done. We've gotten food, which is no small task, admittedly, making sure our settlers don't die. But it's been pretty nice so far. Oh, Will and Bjorn aren't very happy. I think Will blamed Bjorn for setting up that other trap, and yeah, that's not the best. How many things do we have left to hunt? Do I have set up? Less and less, but still quite a few. Okay. Emoda got better at firing, which is good. It's going to help us. I'm wondering now, would it be worth it? There's an end to that thought, I promise. Is it worth it to maybe make an upstairs area where our villagers can shoot down? That way, when we're under attack, we'll have like an area to shoot down from. They'll have to go through the gauntlet anyway, and then fight us where we have a big advantage. I'm not sure. Autosave. There we go. A tree just fell. I just saw it. There we go. Let's finish our session right here then. So thank you for joining me for another adventure in Shelthorpe, in Going Medieval. I have decided that I'm going to attempt to get every research possible in the research tree in this series, just because I've never done it before, and that's the only achievement I'm missing in the game. And of course, like, if we die horribly before that, that's where that's gonna end. But yeah, there's a lot to do, but we have the library for it, so I think this is the perfect place to be doing this kind of achievement run. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. But until then, goodbye.